Take on the defending world champion Oklahoma City Thunder, featuring Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the league's MVP and scoring champion a year ago. He's up to his old tricks. Oklahoma City, the only undefeated team in the NBA, 8-0. The Blazers 4-3. Portland coming in #1 in steals, #1 in opponent turnovers, and this guy's having an all-star year. Season high 33 on 10 and 20 shooting, 3 of 9 from 3, gets to the free throw line, 20+ points in 11 of the last 12 games for Deni Avdija. Remarkable performance against the Lakers. And then SGA, he already has a game of 55 this year against the Pacers in a double overtime win. 80 straight games with 20+ points, third longest streak of all time. And he will probably be an all-timer before it's all said and done. Welcome in, everybody. Lamar Hurd, Kevin Calabro, Brooke Holzendam, Tom Haberstroh, Michael Holton, all with you here tonight. All right, Lamar, how do the Blazers refocus after that tough loss to the Lakers a few nights ago?
They talk about it, they move on. It doesn't take a lot. They all know what went wrong the other night. I don't expect those same things to go wrong. One reason, Kev, is because this is the defending champs in the building, and although they are without some of their normal rotation guys, the MVP is still in the building. That enough will get you up for a game.
Let's take a look at the forward keys to the game tonight.
You got to make three-point shots, I believe, against Oklahoma City, because no matter who's in the lineup for them, they just have a defense that works. So they take away a lot of the paint options whenever they really want to lock in, and it's going to require guys like Toumani Camara, who was 5 for 5 from the three-point line against OKC last year, and Deni and all the perimeter guys got to be ready to knock down some three-point shots, because this guy's going to knock down enough of those and twos and free throws. He gets it done at all levels, and they got to play boxes and elbows defense, where behind the primary defender on SGA, there's 4 other defenders that are shrinking the floor, making his ankles small to attack.
This team already showing excellence on both ends of the floor. Leads the NBA in defensive rating, leads the NBA in net rating, second in the NBA in steals behind the Blazers, 5th in the NBA in points at nearly 123 per ball game. When we come back, Deni Avdija, as we mentioned, having a really fine standout start to the season. And he's got the conversation going with Brooke when we come back in a moment. Makes contact with Grant. Blazers the other way. Toumani centers Avdija. Beautiful crossover in traffic, and the right-hand jam. What a move.
Can be the
Deni into the lane, right to the glass again, and smashes it with the right hand. With Gobert on the bench, Avdija fills the gap and lays it up and in.
Beautiful. Feels good. Dub. And Deni is here with me now, coming off a 33-point night. You're playing like an all-star. How are you feeling about your game offensively so far this season?
I just feel like I'm in a good flow. Really focusing on playing the right way and winning, and being with my teammates and share the court. And I'm just doing what it takes to be aggressive, go to the rim, and make plays for others.
They call you Turbo for a reason. Are you liking the pace this team likes to play this season?
100%, definitely. I was excited. Definitely love the pace. We have a mix of really smart vets and really athletic young guys. So it's very fun, especially on the break. And that's how I thrive. So it's fun.
On the other side, of course, you guys like to get into people defensively. Just how valuable has Toumani Camara been to this squad so far?
Huge, and it started since I met him last year. He's been the tone setter. He's been so good for us, aggressive. He's taking a bigger step on offense, which I like to see. And it needs to be, and that's about it. He's just aggressive. He sets the tone for us, and he's amazing to play with. So.
And OKC has not lost a game so far this season. How do you change that tonight?
We're changing by trying to give him the first loss. We'll be aggressive. We're trying to play our game and hope for good.
All right. Good luck to you, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Deni and company ready to take on the reigning champs. Kevin Lamar with the lineups and tip next.
Frail Sweet Saint Rouge, Belgique, numéro 33, Toumani Camara. Big man in the middle, 7'3", from Yukon, number 23, Donovan Clingan. At guard, 6'6", from Kentucky, number 17, Shaedon Sharpe. And at guard, 6'4", from UCLA, number 5, Drew Holiday.
Set for basketball here tonight in Portland, Oregon to take on the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have beaten the Blazers 16 straight going back 4 years. Oklahoma City playing last night in Los Angeles, beating the Clippers 126-107 behind Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who had 30 points and 12 assists in that one. Let's take a look at the starting lineup tonight, brought to you by Toyota. Visit Toyota.com, your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. For the Blazers, Drew Holiday, Shaedon Sharpe, Deni Avdija, along with Toumani Camara and Donovan Clingan. The Thunder featuring Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the league's MVP a year ago, scoring champion as well, and finals MVP. Alongside is A.J. Mitchell, second-round draft choice in his second year out of UC Santa Barbara at 6'5". He's having a very good start to this season, averaging 16 a game. Cason Wallace, Aaron Wiggins, and Isaiah Hartenstein are the starting lineup tonight for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Mark Daigneault, the head man of the Thunder, won the NBA title, of course, NBA Coach of the Year in 23-24, and has just been steady improvement year to year with this organization, culminating in a championship last year. Many think there could be more on the horizon for this young man and this franchise. Tiago Splitter, the acting head man of the Blazers, former assistant with the Nets and the Rockets. With Ime Udoka, played 7 NBA seasons, of course. Enjoyed a world championship in 2014 with San Antonio, playing for Greg Popovich, who would really appreciate the play of Toumani Camara, a true 3-and-D guy. As Denny just pointed out to Brooke, he sets the tone for the Blazers. Boy, they're going to need a tone setter after that sputtering start against the Lakers a couple of nights ago, and tonight it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The notable exceptions, obviously, to this Thunder lineup this evening: Chet Holmgren is out, Lou Dort is not playing, Jalen Williams is still convalescing from offseason wrist surgery, and Alex Caruso is out as well. And Kenrich Williams, who was also a regular rotation guy, not playing tonight. He is out, undergoing surgery in the offseason and convalescing. Tip one by the Thunder. Spinning inside, Aaron Wiggins. He's capable of getting big points. Good screen inside on Hartenstein. Blazers put a body on him. Lamar come down with a rebound. Defensive rebounds are real key for the Blazers. Holiday gets in deep, sees a double, ball deflected, and the Thunder come the other way.
Well, Drew had a teammate open that time, but it was Donovan. He was not going Donovan's direction, and that's where SGA is as dangerous as it gets in the game, making you foul him. And I know he gets a bad rap league-wide. Sometimes the fouls are a little weak, but for the most part, he earns them, and it's because he's so tough to guard. His body moves differently than other guys. Off the live dribble, off the footwork, he's definitely earned his way. And Kev, that takes me to the first possession that the Thunder had. SGA didn't touch the ball. He was over here on the right side and basically being denied by Toumani for some of that possession. And what it did is it allowed the Thunder to play 4-on-4. So they're playing with open space, one less player, their MVP, and the Blazers will take those possessions all game long, because that's going to mean one of them other 4 have to beat the Blazers consistently over the course of this game.
Gilgeous-Alexander getting nearly 10 free throw attempts per game. Here's Shaedon Sharpe outside. He'll wheel it cross court. Holiday working the point. Back it comes to Sharpe. Step back. Terminates the dribble. Over to Holiday. In deep. Draws D. Hands off to Toumani. Glides to the glass. Tapped up and in by Donovan Clingan, who has been a monster on the offensive glass, garnering nearly 5 offensive rebounds per ball game.
Yeah, but it's Toumani that got fouled, and it comes off of a great cut. And it's something we see a lot from Toumani. Before becoming a trailblazer, he wasn't this wing guy that's knocking down threes and handling the ball that we see now. He was doing stuff like that, screening, cutting, playing more in the interior.
Toumani coming in averaging 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, stealing a half per ball game. Second free throw is off. Hartenstein deflects it out of bounds, so the Thunder got to sprint back up the floor. They sent 2 guys deep before that second free throw, Mitchell and Wallace. That was interesting.
Well, that's because they're expecting to get the rebound or the free throw to go in and then go down, and they have a play called with that option of those 2 wide wings.
Denny gets off the 3 and it's short, and rebound recovered by the Thunder. Mitchell will bring it across midcourt. Native Belgian, played there professionally for a year before going to UC Santa Barbara, and he's averaging 16 a game after averaging 6 a game last year, and the Thunder lead it here early. Avdia into the lane, gathers, scoops no, rebound batted out by Klingon, but right to SGA. He'll survey. Trailing is Wiggins to launch and score.
So I was going to say this when the Thunder sent those 2 guys long on the free throw line, and then I'll say it now after Wiggins, who's not a household name around you know, the general casual fan, and Cason Wallace isn't necessarily either, but basketball people know those guys. And it speaks to what OKC has built with their coach, Mark Daigneault. I'll get into that more when we come back on the other side of this commercial break.
Alexander has continued his strong play for his MVP season. Through 8 games, he's the only player in NBA history to have over 250 points, over 50 assists, and 0 losses. So it's clear no team has been able to slow down SGA yet. Can the Trailblazers be the team to do it tonight? Earlier, Thiago Splitter explained that.
Well, first of all, he's very smart, you know, attacking angles. He's super fast, can shoot the ball, great passer, you know, so when you combine all of those qualities and you see the confidence that he has and the group around him doing everything he needs to excel, you just have like a superstar there.
And guys, SGA was asked about starting the season 8-0. He said every team starts the year 0-0. They have 82 games and they get a chance to win all 82. Now, it doesn't work like that more often than not, but we understand the opportunity in front of us, and we sum it up just trying to attack it every day. So SGA thinking they might go 82-0.
Man, just an amazing athlete, and playing, of course, as we mentioned, shorthanded, but the Thunder off to a terrific start, forcing a couple of turnovers, scoring off turnovers, and leading 9-1. And playing solid defense, containing the Blazers. Wiggins, D's up on Kamara. Ball comes free, up the floor, into the lane is Wiggins. Well defended by Sharp, got a piece. Avdia swaps ins into the paint. Sharp catches, drives, draws 2. Avdia outside Klingon. He'll fire the 3. Got it. Donovan Klingon cashes in the first attempt of the night from 3. He's 4 of 18. He is shooting 22% coming in.
He was 0 of his last 9 threes before that one after starting the season 4 of 9. So it's good to see it drop again. Not good to see a Blazer defender drop in and open up a corner shot.
Wiggins. Man, Wiggins has hit 2 threes already, and he's off to a good start this year, averaging 13 a game. Avdia into the lane. Hard cut, dropped it, picked it up. Out to Klingon, another look, good form, back iron, rebound, grabbed by Toumani. Resets to Avdia for 3. Back iron and out, and the rebound gathered in by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Those are the shots they're going to get. It's why one of my keys to the game, Kev, was making 3-point shots. It will be required, I believe.
SGA with a stop and go move, acceleration, and is fouled by Klingon. He'll shoot 2.
So I was talking about Mark Daigneault, the Thunder coach, before the last break. As you get another look at SGA using Donovan's arm that's forward against DC. And yeah, they have the MVP, but they also have developed so many of their guys where, again, the general basketball fan, and even some of the people who cover the game closely, if you hear the names of some of these guys and their previous resumes, you're not saying that's a title team. But if you watch them play and actually see the discipline they play with, the consistency, that to me is a mark of good coaching. And even kept that play when you said, oh, they sent 2 guys back on the free throw line. Well, they know they're playing the Blazers, who like to pick up full court. You send 2 of your offensive guys down, you're taking 2 defenders with you, and you're making the job easier in your point guard to bring the ball down the floor. So there's like no detail that goes unnoticed, it seems like, with their staff.
Holiday in the paint, missing that, but comes off long. Swooping in was Hartenstein. He is upended on a pass from Wiggins. Hartenstein on the trail. Foul, and will shoot 2. Foul is on Avdia of the Blazers. Hartenstein, one of those guys that falls into that category, a second rounder, originally selected by Houston, now in his 8th campaign. Came on last year, now in his 2nd season with Oklahoma City to complement Chet Holmgren, who is not playing tonight. Hartenstein hits. Blazers will wheel it back, trailing early 16-4, 8:23 to play first quarter. Avdia tries to split a pair. He draws Wallace and SGA on him, and a whistle.
He's one of the game's 3 or 5 best, I think, at really making a defender pay if that arm, people say the hand in the cookie jar. And it's not always that, because the hand in the cookie jar sometimes is more so when you're preparing for a shot, to me. What Denny does is he gets you on the gather. He's still gathering the ball, and then he will move his arms out of the way to come find yours and highlight the illegal defense. Even against a good defense like the Thunder, he gets it to work.
Blazers down 10. Avdia averaging 24 a game along the far edge. SGA picks up the dribble, crowded by Holiday. Hartenstein with it, circling is Mitchell, kicking outside Wiggins, and he has now hit 3 threes to open up the evening's proceedings. Back come the Blazers. They drop it off to Toumani Camara. Over it comes to Sharp. He finds the arms of Wallace on a drive, and a foul on Casey Wallace. The Blazers trying to respond after Oklahoma City comes out red hot. 5 of 7, 3 of 3 in the person of Aaron Wiggins from 3-point range.
Well, the Blazers are going to have to make decisions each time down. That last layup that Mitchell would have had, it would have been contested by Donovan Clingan. And that's something that the Blazers can live with on that possession, rather than Denny helping on that strong side corner, which the intent is right, but it gives up a wide open 3 rather than that contested layup over a shot blocker like DC.
What a dud for the Blazers, who are 1 of 7 to open up the quarter. Mitchell into front court, driving into the lane.
There you go.
Challenged by Clingan at the rim. Chris Murray volleys. It's recovered by Holiday. Speeds across midcourt, drops it to Chris Murray. Finds the body, had it dislodged by Wiggins, and is picked up by SGA on the advance. On Toumani Camara with a pull-up and the cast. It's short. Excellent defense by Camara. Centers to Holiday. On to Grant. Jeremy has a wing. He'll drive it. Trying to reverse over Hartenstein. Circling off the screen is Wallace. And it jammed up, recovers. Wiggins picked up by Holiday. Cason Wallace out of Kentucky. Knifes into the lane. Nearly stripping. It was Holiday. He did get a piece.
Yep.
Jars it free. Clingan to Holiday to Grant. Over to Murray. The lob to the cup. Running right down into the paint. Clingan for the two-hand jam. The Blazers showing signs of life now.
Yeah, great pass from Drew. He saw Donovan's defender, Hartenstein, in no man's land. He wasn't taking away the ball or his man.
Mitchell methodically runs Murray off that screen in transition and gets to the cup. Holiday the other way. Nice pass inside. Toumani, a two-hand reverse jam, and a timeout called on the floor by the Thunder at the 6:20 mark here of the first, with the Thunder leading by 11. 6,500 career assists for Drew Holiday. He's been doing it a long time, down his 17th year. Two-time champion. Timeout on the deck. Thunder lead at 21-10 in Portland.
Control the game a little bit better, slow down sometimes when they need to.
It's Tom Haberstroh here with tonight's Haberstad, and it's 100% That is the percentage of qualified players since 2000 that have averaged Denny's averages in points, rebounds, and assists that were named to the All-Star team. That's right, 100% of the guys who are averaging 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 3.9 assists over the last 25 some odd years, they've all made the All-Star team. I think Deni Avdija has made the leap this year and is going to be on an all-star pace because of one big thing. He's shooting and making a lot of three-pointers that has made him in the same group as Giannis Antetokounmpo and Julius Randle, Pascal Siakam. These guys are averaging his numbers in the past, and they are someone who I think are all-star caliber with Deni Avdija. Deni Avdija here, getting the three-point shot, the open three-point shot at the top of the key. Jared Vanderbilt is giving him this shot. Guys are willing to give this shot to Deni Avdija this year, but he's hitting it at a much higher rate, and that's why you're seeing Deni Avdija make the leap this year, is that much more confident and competent three-point shot that defenses have not figured out. He's got that in his bag now. And so there's only 3 other players that are averaging his numbers this year: Julius Randle, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Pascal Siakam, and they're all perennial all-stars or in that conversation, guys. He's making the leap.
Sure is. Shooting nearly 38% from 3, 6 attempts a game. Rob Williams III is in for the Blazers. And Portland again out of the timeout gets a stop on a Wiggins miss from 3. Finally after hitting 3 in a row. Inside, Murray finds Williams at the cup. That just caught iron, and Hartenstein the rebound. Hartenstein in backcourt. Got to get it across, and does to Wallace. And he finds an open shooter. It's Wiggins again. His 4th 3 of the first quarter, and the Thunder lead at 24-10. 5.5 left first quarter. Camara comes right back, and he answers with a 3.
That's how he shot against them last year when he scored 24 points, 5 of 5 from the three-point line. Shot the ball really well with a lot of confidence. Didn't second-guess himself.
Mitchell has it jarred free. Grant may have had a hand on it. Holiday the other way. Downhill 2-on-1. The pass didn't have enough tempo on it. Wallace able to deflect it. Saved by Camara. Out to Murray for 3. That one skids off into the hands of Wallace.
That pass drew through. Probably works against 95% of the rest of the league, if not more. But it was against Cason Wallace, who's leading the NBA right now in steals per game at 2.7. So he was able just to break it up, get the Blazers out of rhythm. Chris wasn't able to knock that down. And on this side, the Blazers send the Thunder back to the free throw line.
When you consider Lamar, the defense of this team, number 2 in steals, the Thunder, marginally behind the Blazers. They take care of the ball. They only turn it over 12 times a ball game. That's a potent combination. Watch Angelica Thornton and Rhonda Shelby on K2 News this morning from 4:30 to 7. Then watch Wesley Ogle on ARC PDX from 7 until 9 on KUMP, K2 and KUMP, keeping you informed all morning long.
I'll be able to on the road trip, Kev, with the East Coast time.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'll be up by 6 or 7 West Coast on the East. JG, he's up. He's rising up into that shot from the corner. 10-point game.
Wallace across midcourt. 3rd year in the league. And here comes Jalen Williams. He had a triple-double and a win in March against the Blazers out in Oklahoma City.
It's one of the big benefits of having a big man that can pop out there. Force Robert Williams III to get out of the paint and have to come contest.
Holiday into the lane. As he was elevating, Wallace makes contact. Thought he had a held ball.
Thunder foul 22. Chris Wallace is second personal, 4th league foul.
There goes Chris running off of some action. It draws 2 Thunder defenders. They break down the defense. And then JG is out there ready to catch high, keep it high.
The Thunder are going to challenge his call on Wallace. So Mark Daigneault will challenge with the Thunder leading by 13. 4:23 left here in this first quarter of play.
Ooh, that
looks like a
looks
ball
like
there.
good defense, yeah.
The ruling on the floor is a defensive foul on OKC's Cason Wallace. Oklahoma City has called timeout to challenge the play.
At least from that angle. Other angles might show a little something different.
Well, it is time for the Sprite Coaches Challenge. Thunder had a pretty good look at it right in front of their own bench. Now you do too.
And unless his left arm is doing something that we can't fully see, that right arm is good. Like, does that left arm pull through his right arm at all? I can't tell.
Hard to tell from that angle. Ray Acosta had a pretty good angle of what that left arm was doing. Wallace averaging nearly 3 steals a game. The kind of the backbone of the Thunder defense, if you will.
Yeah.
Caruso. If you consider Jalen Williams just a terrific defender, I mean, just a great all-around ball player. Chet Holmgren out tonight. He provides resistance at the rim as well. And
You didn't even name your guy. Yeah.
Lou Dort. I'm
Okay,
saying
you were saying it for last. Okay, my fault.
right.
Okay, my fault, Kev.
I deserve for last.
Look, I messed it up.
Gans Dort. We have been on the Dort. He's been on our radar since he came into the league. Dort.
I was like, I know he didn't forget about our man Dort.
That's
Speaking
quite a group.
Yeah, speaking of player development, I mean, look at Dort and the scorer he's become. His first season in the league, averaged around 7 points. And then after that, it was just an uptick from there, where he's going 14 points, 17, 13, 11.
After review, defender Wallace legally makes contact with the ball, and there is no illegal contact subsequently. As a result, the ruling on the floor will be overturned to a no call. Due to no imminent possession in the immediate aftermath of the play will resume with a jump ball at center circle between any two opponents with the shot clock reset to 24. This is a successful challenge, and OKC will retain their timeout in this situation.
Mark Lindsay, he left nothing to question or to chance. The full explanation. We like that. So it'll be Williams heading into the lane here to into the center circle to jump it up, as you heard. Blazers with Murray and Grant on the deck. Toumani Camara and Drew Holiday. Ousmane Dieng with Williams, Isaiah Joe, Wiggins and Mitchell on the floor for the Thunder. Tip won by the Blazers. Grant with it. Holiday off a Williams screen. Picks up the dribble, contained by Wiggins. On to Toumani. Swing it over here to Holiday. Catch and shoot three. Back iron. That's up for grabs. Grant races after it. Dieng tips it and controls for the Thunder. Mitchell will come to it. He'll set the floor for the Thunder. Williams, an excellent passer, finds Isaiah Joe, who was red hot last night in the win in Los Angeles at 22 and was 6 of 10 shooting from 3. And every year he's one of those guys that just shoots lights out.
Yeah, their movement took 2 Blazer defenders to the paint, and they left Joe wide open. The Thunder have been a completely different three-point shooting team as a whole with Joe in the lineup.
Grant to the lane, missed the lefty, rebounded Dieng. Out it comes here to the Thunder's Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins, change of course, double team. They rotate to the open shooter. It's Joe. Recovery made by Rob Williams III. Thunder have doubled up on the Blazers, up 16.
See, the shot was available to Toumani. Rob was setting that screen and re-screen as Toumani's defender kept dipping under, preparing for Toumani to go ahead and raise up and shoot it. He's already made a couple. So if there's any time to take it, this is one. Look, Rob, he's just chilling because he sees the defender going underneath. But now, by the time you get, underneath that three-point line, that defender will start going over the top and taking away that option.
5 Blazer turnovers. Mitchell into the lane, to the glass, laid it up and in. This kid is having a terrific year. A.J. Mitchell, 6'5", second-year pro, second rounder out of UC Santa Barbara. Played professionally in Belgium before coming over to play collegiately in the States. They've done a nice job to develop him, and he has, of course, put in the work as well. Mark Dagnall talking about his play before the game. Williams at 3 off the side of the glass, grabbed by the Thunder. Williams tripped up by Murray. Mitchell on his, or make that Mitchell on his way to the rack. So there's A.J. Mitchell, found by Murray. Constant motion for the Thunder. They waste no time.
Yep.
A.J. Mitchell at the line.
They had to play the late game last night on national TV at 8 o'clock and then traveled in from Los Angeles, making it at 3 a.m. Does that sound familiar? Lakers were in the same situation when they came into Portland. In fact, including the Laker game, the next 4 Blazer opponents will have played or will be playing the Blazers in the second of a back-to-back. It'll be true in Miami. Heat plays Charlotte the night before. It'll be true in Orlando. Orlando playing Boston the night before in Orlando. So advantage not so far for the Blazers. We got a long way to go in this one, but they've got a lot of work to do. Mark Daigneault before the game said that Mitchell was always, he played 30 games last year and he's got some impactful minutes for obviously a club that was hitting on all cylinders and on their way to the championship. And he said it's a combination of him working extremely hard and the team insisting that you're only one turned ankle from being a part of a regular rotation.
Yep.
And boy, does that ever get a guy's attention. So he goes from 6 a game to 16 per contest, and a terrific start for A.J. Mitchell. Mitchell's got 8 points. Outside Sharp, a 3. Around and out. On the rebound to Wiggins. Blazers just 3 of 10 shooting from 3. 5 of 19, 26% from the field. Can somebody turn the heat up in here? Do we have a space heater or anything we can utilize? Maybe get them some blankets. It's cold in here. Down 20.
Oh,
Ran into the lane, spins. Officials looking at one another. That's never a good sign. Gonna give it to the Blazers.
Looked like he got fouled. It looked like it was Thunder ball off the Blazers, but coach would have had to challenge it to get it back at that point.
15 to shoot as they trigger it in. Sharp trying to get something going, working on Joe. Slashes in, lost a handle. That's jab free. Wiggins 2-on-1. Denny is back. He'll hand off. Joe is there to lay it up and in. Blazers quickly waste no time to get it out of backcourt. Denny trying to make something happen, and he does. He draws the foul on the move, blocking foul on the Thunder.
That was really impressive from Joe to even get it that close, because that's that cutback that Denny does a lot of times. And it's rare that somebody can stop it successfully. Someone took a charge against him in a Laker game, and it's only because Denny went right through the guy and had the elbows up. But when he does it like that, you rarely get a stop, and Joe was really good.
Brooke, we need some electric blankets, some warm. You've got one there.
Well, you did ask
Crank
if
that
anyone
baby
in
up.
the building had a space heater. I am a team player. I actually have 2 in this building, one down here and one up on set, because as you guys know, I am cold always. But I am willing to share the space heater. I'm willing to do it.
Or just get an extension cord and run it up behind the Blazer bench.
All right, I can do that. I'm on it now. I'm on it right now.
5 of 20 shooting. There we go.
Hey, Shady.
Here's an easy
Let's
one.
go, Shay.
Take your time, lay it up and in. That's a start. 38-19 count, 1:18 remaining in the first quarter. That's not good. Wiggins, a drive all the way into the lane to the glass to lay it up and in.
We'll see, because he's on the side of the floor where the space heater is. So they feeling good over here. We just need halftime to come.
One theory. Grant into the lane, tipped. Klingon recovers. Rejected by Williams. He spikes it out of bounds.
The absences that the Thunder have in this game is completely different than what the Lakers presented the other night. The Thunder's absences do not equate into any type of conceptual advantage for the Blazers, because OKC plays the same way. The same way, they have similar skill sets, the guys who are filling the gaps tonight, so there's no advantage that's inherent due to the absences. Against the Lakers, as this ball is off the Thunder defender, still be Blazers ball. Against the Lakers, they were without ball handlers, so that entire element of their game, for the most part, was taken away. And that was the opportunity the Blazers did not jump on early enough. And then the Lakers got comfortable throughout their game, and they started hooping. So this is an entirely different challenge.
Tough shot, flicked out of there by Klingon, recovered by the Blazers. Grant gets in deep, out to Avia, swing it over to Sharp, waste no time. He makes a hard cut and is tripped up as Jang was out there trying to close out on him.
Usman Jang, his first.
So Sharp will get a chance at the foul line with 38 seconds remaining in the first. The Thunder shooting 60% from the field, 6 of 9 from 3. And holding the Blazers to 25% here at home.
Can I give Tom Haberstroh some homework?
Sure.
Some in-game homework. I like that report he did about Denny. What I would love to know from Tom at some point throughout this game, what were the records of those other guys who had the similar stat line and the size as Denny? What were their team records in those seasons when they made All-Star? Because as we know, that's factored in a little bit when people talk about All-Star voting. Coaches really respect the winners in the league.
Gilgeous-Alexander fakes, slithers between 2 defenders, missed the shot, grabbed his own miss, and is fouled. SGA has played 7 minutes in this first quarter. Tom is working on that right now in his lab at home. It's got an abacus. Okay. It's going Aristotle on us. Going old school.
Okay, he's focused. He's locked in. Yeah, he's locked in. Oh, he got it. He's on to something.
Wow.
That's that ether energy.
He's got a little wind horse there with it.
Yeah, because he's on to something.
SGA splits a pair of free throws. 20-point Thunder lead. 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Avia and Grant. Sharp up top. Clingan working the baseline.
That's good from Sidi.
Sidi Sissoko is in. He drifts to the corner, fires the 3, comes off wildly into the hands of Sharp. Got to get off the shot. Did not in time, says Ray Acosta. And so the Thunder will take it back with 1 and 8, make it 2 and 7, 10 seconds remaining in the quarter.
It could easily feel like the Blazers just aren't doing anything right. They're just shooting really poorly. Like that possession right there, Sidi Sissoko was set in a back screen for Shaedon to get a potential open 3. When Shaedon got the ball, because of Sidi's screen, it forced a little mini closeout, so now Shaedon can drive the gap. He got Sidi a wide open shot, but the shot didn't go. And there's been a lot of possessions that have gone like that, where some of the actions have been the right things to do, just have not finished it off with the score.
Well, the Thunder have been very disruptive, Lamar.
Oh, they have a lot to do with it.
8 Blazer turnovers, and that, as you know, that just throws your tempo off, your timing. All right, in the inbounds, Joe's going to get a look. He's going to heave one up. A good look at it, and it goes wide left. So at the end of one quarter of the books, a lot of time left in this one, but the Blazers have got to get busy. It's Oklahoma City 41 and the Blazers 21 after 1 in Portland tonight. For donuts, it's raining at 50 degrees. That's time for a donut. There's Bill Clingan. Right there in the middle of your screen is the guy that looks like Donovan Clingan. That's him. Take a look at the McDonald's McDelivery replay.
Swinging the ball around, getting some movement. Gets the Thunder defense a little off balance, takes Hartenstein to the right side of the paint, and Donovan is flying in from the left.
Blazers push some buttons with Dwap Reith coming out onto the floor now for the Blazers, along with Toumani Camara, Denny Advia, and Sidi Sissoko, joined by Shaedon Sharp. Sidi into the paint, penetrates, kick it outside to Sharp, a 3 from standstill. It won't go. And the rebound to Williams.
Another situation of good stuff. The Blazers had a man-to-man play call, but they saw OKC in zone. So they changed things up, get the ball moving, go get that 2. And they got an open 3-point shot, but couldn't get it to drop.
Jalen Williams, that one is wide and out of bounds. And the Blazers take over.
Flying around, Toumani bouncing up vertically. Go block that shot.
And it's Brandon Carlson, the 7-foot second-year pro from Utah, 2-way player for the Thunder. Sharp in the middle of the zone, turns and fires over Williams. No, rebound tipped into the air, controlled by the Thunder. And it's Isaiah Joe on the push, finds Carlson running to the rim. Unable to latch onto it. Denny the other way has got his bead on Jang. Crossover with the left hand. Swatted from behind, recovered by Sharp. He is denied, blocked away, and Williams with it.
Wow, impressive transition defense.
SGA, the crossover into a drifting fadeaway, velvet touch baseline Jimmy. Nothing but net.
Yeah, you could even see Denny consciously slow up. Here he gets a foul, he'll get 2 free throws. But that last challenge on the SGA shot, Denny intentionally slowed up and tried to avoid him and still almost hit his leg. Watch SGA's right leg when the shot goes up. And this is what Denny's trying to avoid. Watch his right leg swing. So if you can't get to the body, the leg is right there. It limits how close you can get to him. And that's one of the creative things he does to draw fouls.
SGA's got 6 games of 30 or better already this year. He had that 55-point effort in the double overtime win against Indiana in the second game of the year. 43-22 count with that free throw falling through for Advia. The Rip City Wrap-Up is your ultimate post-game podcast for the Blazers. Join Danny Marang and Joe Simons for hot takes and insider insights after every game. Don't miss Rip City Wrap-Up after the Blazers post-game show. Thunder up 20. SGA across midcourt. He has played a total of 8 minutes so far. And he comes. Pull up from the mid-range. Advia the rebound. Denny on a quick push. Off to Toumani Camara. On the island with SGA. Centers to Advia. Off to Sharp. Waste no time. Tried to gain the edge. Can't. And turns into a fall-away jumper. Tough shot. Knocked it down.
I mentioned it each of Shaedon's seasons. I do believe at some point in his career he's going to show a really formidable post game because of that type of footwork. He can play back to the basket.
SGA sneaks into front court, backing down on the mid block. Drop step spin into a fade, knocks down another one on the end line. Acrobatic move, nice. Shai Gilgeous, you talk about tough shots. Whew.
Yeah, he took the push too from Toumani.
Sharp has to angle one over Jang. It won't go. Carlson the rebound.
It's deflating when that ball's not going in, and then you got to come back on this end and try to defend. It really tests your mental.
Advia the spin move, draws a crowd out to Reith. He'll race for 3. Got it. Reith always ready, getting into that corner. Haberstroh likes it. 17-point Thunder lead. 8:56 to go in the second quarter.
Well, before Danny elected to make that pass, he had a 3-pointer that he could have taken at the top of the key. There was plenty of space. He decided against that and forced himself into the paint. And he got the defense to collapse and drop that wide open look.
Now he's in for the Thunder, number 23.
See Carlson come help all the way in on Denny in the paint. And we'll see how many times, Kev, Denny decides to pass up that open look to try to force himself down there. Now, sometimes that's not the best decision because you're going from an open shot to heavily contested clutter and there's nothing down there. So you got to pick and choose wisely.
Carlson into the lane, rejected by Sharp. It's recovered by Sissoko. On to Advia. Sees 4 defenders. The Thunder's so good at getting into the paint and then branching out defensively. Advia in deep, knocked down by Carlson and a foul.
His deceleration got him to the line right there because Carlson played good defense. He was with Denny stride for stride, but Carlson, a shot blocker, is timing up the motion of the gather and the steps that normally come with that. Normally, guys going into this left-hand layup, he's going to jump off the right foot. Then he stops like in cement on that right foot and then gets Carlson to bite and get in the air first. Where all the good shot blockers know you want to jump second. You don't want to be the first one off the ground.
Advia at the line. Take a look at our Pacific Office automation stats tonight. Thunder 14 of 30 from the field. Blazers 8 of 33 here at home. 6 of 12 shooting from 3 for the Thunder. A 13-0 Thunder advantage in fast break points. They have controlled the pace of this game. Advia hits the first free throw. He'll get another when we come back after a timeout.
Hey, it's Tom Haberstroh here, and you know what? Lamar, you ask and you shall receive. I went into the lab, got out my calculator, put on my fake glasses. I don't need glasses. And I went and found your answer. Of the Denny Advia stat lines since 2000, that 100% of those stat lines made it to the All-Star team. You asked, what was the win number for those teams that those guys were playing on? And I got the answer for you. The average win total was 50.4. Okay, so the average win total for the players that averaged Denny Avia's stat line that made the All-Star team on average was 50 wins. There's 2 teams that had 20-win seasons, 5 teams that had 30-win seasons, but mostly you got to be in the 40s, and if you want to lock it up, be in the 50s.
Thank you for that, Tom. I fear I was
It's a high bar, Lamar.
Yeah, but I fear I was a bad teacher doling out a homework assignment to the students in the class. Because, so Tom gave us the end of the season record, right? Is that how you heard that? That's
Yeah,
the end of the season?
15-win season.
But All-Star voting comes before the end of the season. So I was more so wondering what were the records of those teams during the All-Star voting process, so we know around where does Denny need to be. You know, where does Denny need to be, you know, around January, really early February. That right there is what I'm seeking. Thank you, Tom.
Nice try, Tom. Carlson into the lane, stripped by Grant, up the floor on the push, give it to Shaden, pull up in transition from 3, nope, rebound. Cason Wallace positioned his body beautifully. Turns a corner, outside to SGA for 3. That one into the hands of Murray. Blazers need to chisel away at this lead. Down 16, Grant to the inline, powers up and in.
Good take, got that left shoulder into the defender. Cleared a little space.
SGA across midcourt on a screen. Gets into the body of Grant. No whistle. Outside Williams pulls his trigger on a 3 that's off. Barnheiser deflects it out of bounds, and it's controlled by the Blazers.
Tumani and Coach Splitter want to know, why is that not a foul on Gilgeous-Alexander with the push-off? And official Matt Lindsay saying, no, that wasn't enough of a push-off. So that's some of how they're looking at it, how they're trying to gauge it. What kind of advantage is he creating? And they want to know, Tumani, are you bailing on the play? Well, you know, so those are the things that they're looking at right there. Tumani, as good as anybody in the league at drawing those fouls, he's probably right when he's complaining about something.
Portland on an 11-3 run. The Thunder, sensing an uprising, refresh their numbers. Murray, nice drive into the lane to set up. Sharp at the cup, won't go. Rebound stripped, controlled. Aaron Wiggins is back on the floor. He got a piece of the ball there. Here's SGA with Hartenstein coming back, and A.J. Mitchell, who got to start tonight for the Thunder. He is on as well. Count it if it goes. He'll shoot 2, and this draws some protests from the Blazer bench. SGA going to the line yet again. Free throws 8 and 9 of the evening.
Drew Holiday even just passed by us right here and said he might need to challenge that one, because it was such a weak point of contact against the ball handler.
Murray does make contact, so SGA heads to the line. Into the line for the Blazers will come Clingan, as once again Tiago Splitter, as he has done from the beginning of his tenure as acting head coach of the Blazers, making quick substitutions, shuttling his lines, looking for an answer here tonight, particularly in the offensive end. The Blazers shooting just 24% from the field, 4 of 15 from 3. SGA gives the Thunder a lead of 16.
That's a foul.
Mitchell gets Holiday out on the floor. Thunder 4-0 on the road, 4-0 at home. The only undefeated team left in the NBA. Blazers 4-3, 2-2 here at home, 2-1 on the road. Holiday in deep, pawing at it was Hartenstein. Holiday's shot point blank rolls off into the hands of A.J. Mitchell. Hartenstein on the toss. SGA, long stride, the step back, nope. Rebound recovered by Holiday.
And that was a good no call from the officials,
Yes.
as SGA kicked that right leg into Chris.
Drop brief. Gets himself again down there in that corner and drills another three. Haberstroh losing his mind at home.
He's supposed to be doing homework right now.
SGA comes the other way with an answer. Yes, shooting 32% from three. He knocks that one down. It's a 16-point Thunder lead. Under 6 minutes remaining in the second period. Thunder put 40 on the board in the first quarter against this Blazer ball club. Grant is double teamed. They jump him with Wallace and Hartenstein, and they draw a jump ball. Thunder picking their moments to suddenly jump out, blitz, and double team.
Unpredictability. It's the hardest thing to plan for.
Tip one by the Blazers. Murray working on Mitchell. Off to Drew Holiday. Adjusts, fires over Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who had fallen on the play, and Holiday took his sweet time. He's 1 of 6. Blazers 6 of 17 from three. 13-point Thunder lead. 5.5 left, second period. Blazers starting to warm up. Here's Wiggins, who has been murdered from beyond the arc. Reith gets up on him, forced him to put it on the bounce into the lane. Off balance, missed a shot. Nice play from Reith. Klingin the rebound. Here's Holiday on the push. Drew bears down. Klingen's hit one already tonight. Wallace the recovery. Wallace hesitates off the screen. On the roll as Hartenstein, he draws the foul. And the crowd is incensed.
So, yeah, okay, I was seeing as the coach was looking to challenge, he didn't look to do that for that one. Yeah, they're saying DC moved from point A to B on that one to get over there.
Mark Daigneault walks out and says, we want to look at that. You should look at that Holiday three, he said. He's insisting that they stepped out of bounds. Secaucus would pick that up if that was the case.
Here goes DC on that foul. It's not a matter on this play of DC standing in the restricted area. A play that originates down there in that lower defensive box. He's more than welcome to play defense in that zone, in that situation. So it's a matter of verticality, moving A to B is what they're seeing on that.
They're looking back at the Holiday three.
Yeah. As soon as Drew made it, Mark Daigneault was in the ear of the official, commenting on that.
He ran right down the floor. It was right in front of him. So the play obviously stands here with Hartenstein heading to the line and the foul on Klingin. Second on Donovan. They're just trying to determine if that's a three or not.
Or did they think it was Daigneault saying he went out of bounds?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's questioning whether or not it's a three, but.
Sorry if you said that and I missed that. I thought he
was that right heel on that sideline.
Yeah.
Calling that a good field goal. All right. Blazers getting some good news. And now Hartenstein will head to the line. Now he shoots the two. 13-point Thunder lead. 4:58 remaining second quarter. Hartenstein has been around the block. A couple of years in Houston. Half a year in Denver, Cleveland. Clippers a year, 2 years in New York. Now his second with the Thunder. He's averaging a double-double, just under 11 and 11 a game. He hits the second free throw. 15-point Thunder lead, under 5 minutes remaining, second quarter. Holiday will bring it out of backcourt. Grant finds Drew. He gets right in the middle of that zone, swings it outside here to Reith, gets it back and triggers another triple, and he hit it. Drew Holiday taking matters into his own hands, back-to-back threes. And the Blazers showing signs of life. They're down 12. Now they need to stop the Thunder. Williams a three, wide open. Nope. Denny takes the rebound away from Wiggins. Speeds down the floor, drops it off to JG in transition for a three, and he popped it up and in.
Heat it up.
Now those threes are falling. The Blazers 8 of 20, 40%. 53-44 count. Mitchell comes off the screen, gets in deep. That one rolls off, but Hartenstein battles for the rebound. Looking for a cutter. Reith reached in to deflect it off of Wallace and out of bounds. Nice play. Blazers get it back. And now there's some heat rolling.
Pull up.
A three. Got another one. Holiday. 3 consecutive threes. 9 of 21 shooting from 3 for the Blazers, who come back to pull to within 6 at just the right time. Look at that, a 12-2 run over the last 1 minute and 43 seconds of play.
And he is making things happen on that left wing, spending a lot of time over there. You know, watching, making sure he's clearly behind the line. And it's been pulling up in transition as well. And it's really smart plays. And we'll freeze this real quick. Look at Hartenstein. He's pointing to his team to come get Drew. We'll let the play roll really quick. And then freeze, quick freeze. Now Drew's gonna pop out there and let it roll. Hartenstein is not gonna go with him. And so that's how he got that look over there on that play. It's been a mixture of the Blazers reading the defense and then also just stepping up with confidence to knock in shots that they know they're capable of making.
Portland's come from 22 back. Wiggins knifes into the lane to lay it up and in. Portland within 8, outscoring the Thunder 26-14 here in the quarter. Threes are dropping. Dwap Reith came in off the bench, immediately popped in a couple. Holiday with 3 in the quarter. Blazers taking better control of the ball. They've yet to turn it over after 7 turnovers in the first quarter. None here in the second. Avdija hoping to get 2 free throws here. Foul before the shot. 14 foul on the Thunder. Avdija to bring it inbounds, joined by Clingan and Reith. Grant and Holiday. Drew will take it, being watched by Mitchell. And a screen set by Clingan. Illegally, they say. Ray Acosta says you got the left leg, the left knee out there on the screen.
That's too bad because Drew made the shot again. That left side.
And it's the 3rd foul on Donovan Clingan. SGA will bring it out of backcourt. First turnover on the Blazers here in the quarter. SGA with Hartenstein, 2-man play. Hartenstein rumbles into the paint outside to Wiggins. And the Blazers get it back. Guess what?
Guess who?
Yeah. Guess what happened to who?
Guess who made what happened to him? Tumani sliding in, taking the hit.
Avdija trying to break free from Wiggins. Foul on the floor. Blazers head to the line. Avdija will shoot 2. With the Blazers trailing here by 8.
Denny knowing that it's free throws every foul from here on out for the rest of the quarter. Putting pressure on the Thunder man-to-man defense.
Avdija is 0 for 4 from the field, including a couple of threes. But at the line, he is 8 of 9. So he's got 8 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds.
That's the stuff all-stars do.
Tom Haberstroh's got an update on the all-star. Let's reframe the question.
Yeah, so here's what I got. Over the last 3 seasons, 2 players were on below 500 teams going into the All-Star break and named to the All-Star team with Denny Avdija's averages.
Okay.
Most of those players were above 500, but there were 2 teams below 500. It's very rare, but if you want to get in the All-Star, you got to average big numbers, and you pretty much have to be on a winning team. Last year, Kevin Durant, Phoenix, below 500, averaged Avdija's numbers and got into the All-Star. But he's Kevin Durant.
That's good stuff, Tom. Thank you very much.
That's good stuff.
Since Tom came on the screen, the Blazers were able to force a turnover, offensive foul against the Thunder. And there, Drew, he had Jeremy open down underneath the basket. Either didn't see him or wasn't comfortable trying to get it to him, but still made something happen, gave Jeremy a chance to make a play on the rebound, and 2 more free throws.
Third foul on SGA. Grant and the Blazers back to the free throw line where they are 13 of 15, nearly 87%. Portland shooting 82% as a team from the line. That's 8th best in the league. Grant hits them both. Down 22 in the first quarter. The Blazers have rallied to pull within 4 on a 16-4 run here in the last 2 minutes and 50-some seconds. SGA turns a corner on a screen, puts Holiday on his hip, flutters one up, no. Rebound recovered by Avdia. Denny looks down the floor. He gets by Hartenstein. He scoops to Reef. Set it up to Tamani. Swinging outside to Reef. Triggering a 3 straight away. Got another one! 55-54. Blazers within 1. Reef has been outstanding coming off the bench with 3 hits from 3. 2:20 left first half. Mitchell outside, contained. SGA will take over. Doubled. Mitchell to Wiggins. Shakes, steps back, a 3 in his sights. That comes off into the hands of Grant, who wrestles it away from Wallace. Holiday will take it up the center of the court, swiveling, surveying. One-on-one on Mitchell to Avdia, and the lead. Back ironed it out. 1:50 to go in the second quarter. Roof was going to come off, Lamar, had he hit that. Wiggins the other way, fakes a 3, draws Grant off his feet, and he sinks another triple tonight. 5 of 7 is Wiggins with 19. Back the other way, Avdia drives it into the lane, knocks Mitchell down. The recovery made by Hartenstein. Thunder by 4, minute and a half left in the half. SGA in the corner to Wallace, and he comes right back with another 3. Thunder at 9 of 19, 47% out there, and they take a lead of 7. Hook pass to Reef, passed up the 3, gives it over to Avdia. Jump pass to Holiday, catch and shoot 3. Why not? He's on fire. 4 of 5 from 3. All here in the quarter. To rally the Blazers to within 4, a minute just under remaining here in the second. Back cut, SGA from Hartenstein. 6-point Thunder lead. Denny trying to shed Wallace. Tamani comes to screen him and pop him free. Tamani will stay there for a 3, and it's recovered now by Mitchell.
He's going to go quick for a 2 for 1.
And he comes. Tamani sets his feet. Blocking foul call on Kamara. But it's Mitchell who got the worst of that.
Blazers out to the 33 tonight. Second. First and the last 2 minutes.
Bang, bang. Ooh. Tamani has to be in that legal position before the upward shooting motion begins from Mitchell, and Coach Blitter doesn't think that this should go against Tamani. He is going to challenge the call.
Yes.
This is the Sprites coach's challenge.
Yes, and he should challenge this, Lamar. I think he was legal.
Yeah, I can see that one going either way. So now the question is it so clear cut to overturn? I feel like either call they would have made, they would not have overturned. That's close because Mitchell kind of gets out of that gather and starts that upward motion.
The ruling on the floor is a defensive foul on Kamara. Portland has called timeout to challenge the play.
Belgian on Belgian contact.
Hey, man.
How about this comeback from the Blazers in this second period?
Well, it's not a result of them doing something completely new on the offensive end. That's why I've tried to point out a few times throughout the first quarter and the second quarter that they're not making the shots, but they're doing a lot of the right stuff. They're setting the right screens. They're making the right drives. The people they want shooting, they're getting open shots, and they simply were not going down.
And they took care of the ball.
They did.
They didn't have a turnover until that offensive foul a moment ago here in the second quarter after 7 in the first period.
Yeah.
So no disruptions. And boy, you love the infusion of offense from Duop Reef.
Yeah.
Credit to the coaching staff here pushing that button.
Yep, they making threes. It's a key to the game, and Duop is one of those guys that can do it, and also not have you lose anything on the other end.
Blocking foul called on Toumani Camara. Will it stand or will it not? What say you, Mark Lindsay? That was a great lead up to Mark, too. He's not quite ready to take the stage.
Hold on. He's going to give you the answer, and it's going to be thorough. Again, he's going to make sure no questions.
It was quite thorough
remaining.
the last time. That's right.
Stylistically, what do you prefer more? The Mark Lindsay thorough, straight to it, giving you all the details, or the Billy Kennedy drama that goes into it, the theatrics that leaves you wanting more, maybe.
After review, defender Camara gets into a legal guarding position in the direct path of the offensive player and is there prior to upward motion. As a result, the ruling on the floor will be overturned to an offensive foul on Mitchell. This is a successful challenge, and Portland retains their timeout in this situation.
Well, he and Mitchell friends, obviously, comes out there smiling to Mitchell, gives him a little dap. I like Lindsay's, I like his approach.
Okay.
But for my money, it's Kevin Scott. He gives you that in the middle of Arkansas, you're pulled over late at night by the traffic cop. He gives you that kind of approach.
No street lights.
That southern drawl. He's sweating. He's a little disheveled.
Okay.
I like that approach.
Walmart still open late at night.
That's right. That's right. IHOP is still open. That's right. Waffle House is cooking.
Okay.
I like that approach. Okay.
That was impressive from Toumani, Kevin. Because Mitchell accelerated to try to go get a 2-for-1. And Toumani beat him to the spot. That's serious stuff.
6-point Thunder lead, 30 seconds remaining. Differential of about 9 on the clocks. Denny, hard left hand. Hartenstein not biting. Holiday to step back for 3, floats it up, back iron, rebound fielded by Denny. 15 seconds remaining. Tiago Splitter runs down the sideline here and says hold. They're going to hold for 1. Camara comes to screen. Avia draws the switch on Chang, goes to work. Step back jumper, that's way short. Ball tipped, and that'll end the half. But what a comeback from the Blazers. Down 41-21 in the first. And the Thunder leading by 22. I think we might have a second or 2 to play here. Hold on.
Well, why though? Wallace got the ball, so unless they called a shot clock violation, did they call shot clock violation?
It must be.
Okay. All right. Well, then if they called that, then yeah, there was time left. But they didn't call it. Wallace had it. This benefits OKC because OKC was conceding the rest of the half.
Yeah.
Wallace just kind of dribbled it out. They were fine. Now they'll have a legit chance at getting a
whatever you do,
good shot up.
Find Aaron Wiggins. Here he is right in front of us.
Isaiah Joe's on the floor too.
Well, him too. Casey Wallace can shoot a 3 as well, but Wiggins has been lights out here tonight.
And don't be shocked if they go long past a Hartenstein who's already walked Duop up the lane. And so that gives space for them to throw the ball to the rim. Duop needs to be careful here. There you go. See Coach Splitter talking to Duop. Yeah.
Well, he's got a front him or 3/4 him. Williams are bringing it bounce. That's exactly where they're going.
Oh, no.
And they score. 1 and 1. There's .1 and the bucket good for the Thunder. Hartenstein, a perfect pass, by the way, thrown by Jalen Williams.
The crazy thing is, before we put a camera on it, he had Duop near the free throw line. So that's what, to me, kind of tipped it off. Because smart players, you don't occupy that space before the ball gets there. You let the ball get in flight, leave that space open. Look how late it is before he pushes off. That's well played. And so once Duop, I think, realized what was going on, Hartenstein still had the position that he wanted.
Hartenstein with the touchdown, the big tight end from Germany. 65-57, halfway through this one. Michael Holton will be back to tell you what happened with Brooke Olzendam alongside. Drew Holiday happened in the second quarter. The threes were flying. They've come from 22 back to the other way. Nice pass inside. Tamani, a Blazers down 22, have come back to make it a game. 65-57 halfway through. Take a look at the Valvoline quick change halftime stats. Oklahoma City at 45%, Blazers at 31. 11 of 26. The three starting to fall for the Blazers in the second quarter behind Drew Holiday and Jawap Reith. Blazers holding their own at the line, 14 of 16 from the stripe. What a terrific comeback.
Yeah, you pointed out in that second quarter, they took care of the ball better, and they just made the threes that they were getting earlier on. They trusted in that good movement, the good passing, the good teamwork they were having before that time. And because they trusted in it and stuck with it, they were able to eventually establish a rhythm and get those shots to drop. Let's see what they have cooked up for this first possession of the second half. Oh, good curl, Shea.
It's sharp at the end of the line. He works on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and Hartenstein, but can't finish at the cup. Hartenstein the other way. Wiggins passed up the three, drives it into the lane. Reaching out is Clingan. Ball comes free. Hartenstein saves it to Wallace. Back to Joe. Behind the back bounce pass over to Wiggins out of the corner. Fires and hits a three.
They share the ball. They don't care who gets the credit. They just want to win, and they make those winning plays.
The heck of a bounce pass.
Yeah,
behind the back, the wraparound. Advia the other way, spots a seam. Drove into the lane and an offensive foul on Denny Advia.
Well, Denny has spoken about it, the fact that his turnovers have been too high. And each season he's played, he has averaged more turnovers per game. Now, that's also in conjunction with more of a role in having more responsibility. And so as he continues to grow as that all-star type player, he will figure out how to make those same aggressive plays without turning it over so much.
Wiggins into the lane, the step back with pressures off. Sharp the other way, zigzag dribble drive into the lane, turns the corner, goes lefty and laid it up and in. Terrific transition trip there for Sharp.
Yes.
He's got 8 points. He's 3 of 11 from the field. The Blazers here within 9. Hartenstein flattens Kamara. Knock Kamara into Tamara and draws the foul.
Shaden with the high crossover. Gets to the left hand on the layup.
Advia, of course, pressed into that ball handling role. Scoot Henderson still has not played this year, recovering from the hamstring tear.
Denny needs the court flatter. So here Shaden draws a foul. It's not going to be a shooting foul because it's not considered a layup, a shot that could be released inside that lower defensive box. So now the gather is out of the equation. It's all about, was he in the upward shooting motion at the time? But the contact, he was not. Side out is the right call. When Denny's getting pressured by half court, by Wallace or any of those guys, if he can flatten out his teammates, they'll take away the elbow help that's been clogging the paint on him.
Got Wallace on him here, takes him in deep, and he draws the foul as Wallace reached in.
No help available.
So Advia back to the line. Denny 9 of 10 from the stripe. 9 points, 6 boards, 5 assists tonight. Advia playing in late August, early September on that Euro Cup, representing Israel. Doing it quite well. 6 games, averaged 24 points, third in scoring in that competition. Eventually won by Germany. Blazers take off for Miami tomorrow. Advia hits the second free throw. The Heat, Orlando, New Orleans, Houston, and Dallas all on the road. Upcoming for the Blazers. Thunder lead by 7. SGA makes his move. Doubled, finds Joe stepping out.
That's a zip. It's a dangerous two-man game. Is Joe setting the screen, and neither Blazer wants to leave the MVP of the league, but you have to because it's Isaiah Joe who's slipping out of there. That's just good offense from the Thunder.
SGA the step back. After giving Holiday a little shrug with the shoulder, Hartenstein hustle play, won by Advia, up the floor to Kamara. Steps on the brakes, finds Sharp for three. Yes, sir! Shaedon Sharpe reigns in a triple.
That was great recognition from Toumani, seeing where Hartenstein was running back into the play.
Isaiah Joe on the cut into the lane, reverses one up, hangs on the iron. Sharpe the other way.
Good pass.
Advia no, the recovery. Sticks on the front iron. Hartenstein will pitch down the end of the floor, threw it on a dime, blown lay-in there by Wiggins. What's going on? 3 lay-ins missed in a row. Sharpe to Advia inside, tipped by Hartenstein. He's got the pick, sends it to SGA ahead of steam into the lane, leans and scores. Holiday back the other way. He swerves into the paint. He draws a crowd. Clingan steps up. He got clobbered.
Kev, here's a look at that last three. When Shaedon made it, we'll freeze it when Hartenstein comes into the play. Right there, we'll freeze right there. See him over here hanging out. You're supposed to run opposite the ball in defensive transition, so we'll let the play roll. He should already be heading there in a sprint, but he started on the strong side of the floor. And so because of that, he had to cross over all the way rather than starting to make his way from the beginning. And I'm actually a bit surprised to see that from Oklahoma City, a team that's really principled, because the principle of that in defensive transition, do not run to the ball, run opposite the ball, because the ball is likely going to be stopped. Somebody will be there or will be rotating over there. Otherwise, you don't even have a chance of running back into the play anyway. So always go opposite in that situation.
Donovan gets work done at the line. Blazers down 7. SGA into the lane, bounces over into the corner. Wiggins again, a triple. Nope, rebound recovered by Advia. Denny on the advance. Looking for Sharpe. Trying to shake Wiggins. And into the air. Ball dislodged. Whistle.
Foul on the floor. 21.
And a foul on the floor.
4th team foul.
Foul on Wiggins is his 4th. Jang will rotate in for Wiggins. Thunder, of course, without Lou Dort. Chet Holmgren tonight. Alex Caruso out as well. Jalen Williams still out. Surgery on the wrist. And Kendrick Williams is out as well. Offseason surgery. Advia into the paint. Jump pass over here to Sharpe. Into the lane. Spots Kamara coming from the opposite point. Beautiful cut to the open space for the lay-in.
Blazers slicing and dicing to get to that lane off the pass and off the dribble.
5-point Thunder lead. Isaiah Joe shooting nearly 50% from 3 in 10 attempts a game. Drives baseline, sets it up for Jang. Out on top, rotated to SGA. Down the hatch. 8-point Thunder lead. Blazers have yet to take the lead. The Thunder have led by as many as 22 back in the first quarter. Handoff nearly stolen. Now it is stolen by Wallace. Speeds out of backcourt, has a step. Sees Toumani, finds a man trailing. Joe missed the shot. Rebound, Hartenstein to lay it in with contact and a foul. Let's take a look at the Moda Health Assist of the night tonight, Lamar, if you please.
Well, we just saw the play. Shaedon getting into the paint, seeing Toumani cut it from the top down. Paint touches are like gold. Forces the defense to get caught staring at where the ball is. They do that with Shaedon, and he scoops it over to 2.
For every Trailblazer assist the team hands out this season, Moda Health and the Trailblazers donate $20 to build a new all-abilities playground in a deserving Oregon community. For more information about the Moda Health Assist program, visit trailblazers.com. Free throw off the mark. Blazers claim the rebound, down 10. Going to work is Grant. He backs off Jang with a probe and then steps by for the bucket.
Strong bump. That's like that SGA bump, but supersized that you were talking about in the open when you was dipping your shoulder to the right and left.
Got that dip on that shoulder. Wallace the other way. Swings over to Joe for 3. Back iron. Hartenstein after it. Gets it. Scoops it. Joe a reload for 3. No. Another offensive rebound for the Thunder. Jang picks up the dribble wisely. Hartenstein, a heady passer, hands off and screens for SGA. Goes downhill on Clingan. gives the man the shoulder. Tamani comes to help out. Hartenstein triggers no. Rebound batted, controlled again by the Thunder. SGA getting another crack at it behind the back. Drifts, pumps, fades, feathers it up, no. Clingan secures it, finally to the Blazers.
A lot of long shots and long rebounds. Once that rebound finally came more in the painted area, near the restricted area, DC was able to get it.
Chris Murray takes it strong, swatted away by Jang. Recovered by Wallace on the push. Jang turns the corner, rejected by Donovan Clingan. Holiday can't hold it, and the Thunder will get it back. Timeout Blazers. Thunder by 8 here in the third. That's big time stuff right there.
Shaedon Sharpe visited OHSU and met with some doctors and patients to learn more about child safety and the importance of seatbelts and car seats. He also toured the acute care unit where he learned about how OHSU's Child Life team supports patients and families. Nice work, Shaedon Sharpe.
That away, Shea. Bringing some of that Canadian sensibility to the States. Love that. When are we going to be in Toronto? Not soon enough. Wallace will bring it inbounds now for the Thunder. All right, Lamar, Blazers down 8, 6:13 to go, third quarter. SGA with the handle. Played last night in Los Angeles. Clingan steps up, and the backside is Jang. Makes himself available along the baseline. What happened there?
The backside was open because the Blazers came out in a zone that time, and OKC was able to get that middle person lifted in the back of that zone without getting their wings, then to slide down and cover the dunker spots.
Holiday cross court. The three is offered up. It's off, and the rebound to the Thunder. Isaiah Joe working the hesitation dribble move. Grant is not having it. Jalen Williams handles. Good passer, heady player, hands off to SGA. He has his head turned and finds Jalen Williams for three. Dancing off, Clingan the rebound. Blazers have yet to lead. They were down as many as 22 in the first quarter. Grant slants into the baseline, turned away. Clingan trailing, has already hit a three tonight. He'll hold, wait for help. Holiday comes to it. Drew behind the back. Joe on his hip, the wraparound to Donovan. He'll shoot a three. Back iron, rebound recovered by Jalen Williams. 12 of 30 are the Blazers from three. SGA. A burst to the baseline over Chris Murray. Nope, rebound gathered in by Williams. He soars in. He's 6'8", 250 and nimble.
Yeah.
Had a triple-double against the Blazers last year in Oklahoma City in a Thunder win. Thunder beating the Blazers 16 straight. Oh boy. Williams doesn't quite get it off in time. It looked like he was going to stroll in there and get an easy two. Shot clock violation. He's another one of those guys, those second-round draft choices that seem to excel so well in this Thunder system.
Jalen?
Yep.
Wait, he wasn't a first rounder?
No.
For some reason, I thought he was
23 years of age, fourth-year pro out of Arkansas. Yeah. Avdia goes to work. He gets into the body of Joe. In the corner, Holiday no, hangs on the iron. Boy, Murray had timed his jump beautifully, and then just took that extra skip. SGA comes the other way. One-on-one. Breaks down Holiday, laid it in. 24 points tonight for SGA. Reith trailing, hit 2 threes back in the second. That one won't go. Reith's actually hit 3 tonight and hit his first three. SGA into the lane, plows into Grant, and a foul called, sending SGA to the deck. He's got 24 to go with 8 boards, 3 assists tonight. He's played 25 minutes.
With the success Oklahoma City is having with Canada, number one, and that's when we'll be there, Kev, because you wanted to know.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
it's soon.
Are you going to be able to wait till then?
I got my passport ready and everything.
Got it already. Good.
Got loonies. I've changed dollars to loonies.
Oh, already.
Yeah.
Got your special Canadian pajamas and everything.
I do. So
all the stuff that's a little warmer.
The woolen ones with feet.
Okay. Oh, with the feet.
With the feet.
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
It's Canada, man. They're still burning wood up there for heat.
Oh, I was going to ask you, with the success that the Thunder are having with the second-round picks, like Jalen Williams that you just pointed out, you think that's instructive to the rest of the league at all?
It should be.
Okay, all right. Because there was a time when you got to the NBA draft, guys had to be a lot more accomplished before they got a chance. And then it turned into just a younger potential type thing across the board.
Yeah.
But then you point out a team like Oklahoma City that says, oh, no, we'll take the dude that had some production here. We'll take him in the second round, or we'll take an undrafted person. Now, you need an MVP talent to stir the pot.
Well, I mean, at 6'8", 250, he's not your classic NBA center. And then they would say, well, and he's not a stretch four.
And they'll say, what position does he play?
Exactly.
Yeah, all that.
Now get into that discussion.
Okay.
Obvious steps to the line. He knocks down the first free throw. So Denny's been up there a bunch. 12 of 13, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. 3:46 left third quarter. And the Blazers need to get some stops. Thunder up 12. SGA is off the ball now. A.J. Mitchell will bring it across midcourt. Got it in his second year.
Yeah, you got to watch that dunker spot. Oh, there goes another three.
Rotate to Jane. No. Reef fights off Williams, keeps it alive for Grant to pick it up off the deck. Accelerates into the lane. Goes to the body of Carlson. Steps through and scores.
How'd he get in there?
I don't know. There's a couple of 7-footers there around him. 14 points for JG. 10-point Thunder lead. Carlson, the two-way pro from Utah, will screen. SGA a miss. Grant the outlet pad. Denny high-stepping. Sees two defenders. They wall him off. He gets it back from Reith. A reset for three. No. Avi is still struggling out there. He's over 10 from the field. 0-4 from 3. SGA. Snake dribble into the paint. Wheels it outside to Jane. Turns the corner. Going lefty over Murray. Nope. Rebound tip. Murray steps in bounds. He's legal. And the Blazers bring it the other way. Grant a three. Rebound to SGA. Thunder a 44-38 rebound advantage tonight against the Blazers. SGA into the paint, leans back, nope, rebound, fought for, 50-50 ball battle, Murray wins it.
That shot from Gilgeous-Alexander, Kev, looked like a fatigue shot.
Yep.
He tried to sell the foul, but it just wasn't a really valiant effort. And that could be something to watch in this fourth quarter if the Blazers can wear him down.
Well, 2 minutes is critical here. Need a bucket. JG, no. Rebound tip. Reith keeps it alive, but it's picked up on the run by SGA, and he's run off the ball now by Holiday. Drew with it. Reset of the shot clock. 1:47 remaining here in the third. Need a quick little 4-0 spurt. Obvious. Slants in. Leans back. No. Tip by Williams. Into the hands of SGA. Mitchell goes all the way. Buries Holiday, but it'll curl outside. And SGA will take control. The wriggle in, draw 2. Mitchell's 3 is off. Rebound to Avi. Boy, the Blazers have another opportunity here. Lamar with 1:19 remaining in the third. Down 10. They've yet to lead.
JG will get free throws.
Timeout on the deck. 84-74. Thunder lead at 10.
I've never coached a better player. I've never coached a better competitor. And I've never coached a better person than Bill Walton.
When the ball was up in the air and the fate of the known world in the balance as the clock ticked down,
Here we go.
we knew we were going to win.
Stop, punch, shoot, short, no good, and the game is over!
Blazers, champions, once, now, and forevermore.
William Theodore Walton III. Birthday today, would have been 73 years of age. Still remembered here in Portland. Big Red. And you know, when you meet Bill Walton, you come away feeling great. You come away feeling like you've just made a friend for life. He was that kind of guy. Very gracious person. Very humble person. Funny, witty. loved to put the needle into you.
Oh yeah,
But he knew how to take a choke too.
Yes. Oh yes.
Yeah. We miss him.
Yeah. Made things fun.
Grant hits a couple of free throws. 84-76 count. A minute 8 remaining in the third quarter of play. Williams holds it like a grapefruit above his head. Foul off the ball. Looked like me at the Albertsons this morning, Lamar. Had to get that right grapefruit.
Oh man.
You got to feel it.
Now how'd you get in that situation?
So I do all the shopping. You kidding me?
Oh, do you really? Okay.
I don't shop. I don't eat.
Oh, okay. So Sue clearly is not watching tonight's game.
Out there foraging for myself. She's here tonight, so I can talk
you
smack.
can act
like
crazy.
that.
Yeah, you can act crazy. Okay.
Joe and Murray go down. And a pushing foul called. Penalty situation, 57 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. And Isaiah Joe will step up for 2. Isaiah Joe, another one of those overlooked guys in his 6th year from Arkansas, started off in the Philadelphia organization. 6 of 10 from 3 last night against the Clippers. That meant he came into tonight's play shooting 48% from 3 on 9.7 attempts per ball game. Now tonight, a pedestrian 2 of 7, but we still have another quarter to play. So keep an eye on Joe.
Yeah, he really changed the course of their three-point shooting here early in the season. Those first 5 games of the season where he wasn't playing, the Thunder, they were last in the NBA three-point percentage, 29%. And then in the 3 games since he's been back, they're shooting 40% over that time, not including tonight's game. Even if he's not making a shot, though, he's just another spacer. Probably their best one from the deepest distance.
Sharp handling. Blazers down 10. Sissoko with it. On the edge to Grant. Sees 2 defenders. Whips it to Denny. Gets in the middle of all that. Step back jumper good. Denny Avdia hits his first field goal of the game at the 37-second mark of the third after missing his first 11. SGA the other way. He'll turn, corkscrew into the air. Missed that one. I agree. Legs may be bothering him a little bit. He may be tired. Sharp outlet pass to Grant into the lane. Juggled it into the arms here of Williams and a jump ball. Oh, JG'd love to get that back.
Yeah, he would. And there's a Denver Nuggets fan somewhere watching saying, we'll see. He got bear hug, and it was a jump ball. How you feel now, Portland? It's all good. Nobody's tripping. Moving on to the next play.
Not yet, anyway. Give me time. Give me a little time. Blazers are within 8 now. 22 and 8, 10 seconds remaining. Here in the third. Tip won by Reith. 3-second differential. Avdia will take over. 9 to shoot. A lot of directing going on. Comes off the screen, into the lane, whips it outside to Reith. Looks it into the mids, got off the shot, got it! Dwap Reith drills a 3, 2 and 7, 10 seconds remaining, get back on D. Here comes Joe from half court and short. 86-81, Thunder, a lead of 5. Well, I didn't know if Dwap was gonna get it off. Looked like he was juggling the ball a little bit. Wasn't a clean catch.
Yeah, but he's inspired by your performance at the grocery store this morning. He said, if that thing hits my hands, I got to keep it and then release it when it's time. Great ball control from Dwap.
Citrus. Toyota of Portland, tonight's contestant is Kyle Petticourt from Beaverton. Good looking form. Ooh, that was right on. Just short. Sign up for your chance to make the shot. The Toyota half-court shot presented by Toyota of Portland. Here we go to the fourth. Blazers trailing by 5, led by Thunder have, led by as many as 22. Blazers have yet to get a lead. Sharp reaches out, plucks it away from Wallace, advances to Avdia, into the lane, lost the dribble, goes back to get it. Sharp, one-on-one on Case and Wallace, on the screen, veers out for a 3 and he hit it. Shaedon Sharpe with a 3, timed that beautifully, and the Blazers are down 2.
They're feeling comfortable in the zone, are the Blazers.
Change of direction for A.J. Mitchell. Double team. Wheel it outside to Wiggins. Nearly a backcourt violation. He saves it to Wallace. 8 seconds to shoot. Blazers on a 14-2 run. 5 to shoot. Plenty of time for Wiggins. Kamara gets up on him, drifting to the corner and open as Wallace for three. No. Rebound grab by Murray. All right, here they come. A chance to tie or take the lead. Sharp, a blast. Working on Wallace. Crumples to the floor. May have spun a wheel. Trying to find it. He reaches in, trying to tie up Wallace, and eventually gets the whistle on a jump ball.
Well, Wallace is dangerous in any situation where he's guarding the ball. Ooh, leads the NBA steals per game. Yeah.
Just looking at that replay, the extension of that right knee of Sharp. Let's see if he's got some lift here as he steps in on Wallace. Flexing the right knee a little bit. And he gets up, and the ball's deflected, but it's eventually grabbed by Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins on a screen from Hartenstein. Hartenstein will roll and hammer it with the left hand.
It was essentially an empty side pick and roll. There's no defense in that strong side corner when the dribble starts, so there's nobody to help in on that lob.
Thunder by 4. Grant on the exchange to Tamani. Throws outside to Advia. Foul called on the pass.
Similar action there for the Blazers. Empty side pick. There's a roll into Tumani. And the person who had to help was Wallace. He had to come from the other side of the paint down low to get over there. The only difference for the Blazers on the other end, where Hartenstein caught the lob, is you have to get up at the rim to go and contest that coming from the other side, and the Blazers just weren't able to get there in time.
Foul on Wallace's fourth. Hartenstein steps out on Sharp, but then he maintains control and drives into the lane. That was a terrific counter by Sharp.
Yeah.
To get himself into the lane, explodes to the cup, and he's going to shoot two.
Yeah, he's leaning and kind of stumbling around, but he has control. He's able to bounce out of certain positions to then get to the paint and explode.
Foul on Wiggins is his fifth. And Shaedon gets a look at his third and fourth free throws of the night. Sharp coming in shooting 89% from the line. Averaging 18 points, just under 5 rebounds a game, and a steal and a half a contest. So Shaedon has knocked in 5 points here in the opening 2 minutes of play. He's pulled the Blazers back to within 2. Thunder possession. Mitchell goes to work. Screen set outside by Wallace, and a foul.
Something to keep an eye on as the Blazers remain in the zone. There's been at least 2 or 3 times when the Thunder have had an open shooter in the corner. It's been that right corner. And sometimes they haven't gotten the ball there, or the person has just missed. The Blazers got to make sure to account for that and first of all stop the ball.
Yeah, Mitchell just a quick glance to the corner. That was enough to gain an advantage.
Looked him off.
4-point lead for the Thunder. 8:50, make it 9:53 left. Here's Denny galloping into the paint, kicking outside to Grant, sprays it to Sharp, diagonals outside to Reith. Quick dispatch, it's Kamara with the payoff. Tumani Kamara with a triple, and the Blazers are back knocking on the door. They've yet to take a lead in this game. They're within 1. Back the other way, Mitchell. Threw it away. Sharp's got it the other way. He's got numbers galloping behind, turns the corner, feathers one up. No, Obvious after it. Hartenstein trailing. Outlet pass to Joe. Unbalanced floor. Mitchell to the glass and lays it in.
Shaedon was hoping to get that bumping foul call, but to no avail.
Thunder up 3. They will not relinquish that lead. Grant twists and turns into the. They're going to call an offensive foul on Grant. Are they saying he extended the arm to gain an advantage?
Hooked.
Sure. Oh,
he hooked from underneath and up high with the left arm. But Tiago Splitter is going to challenge this. We're going to have another Sprite Coaches Challenge coming up. And this one's close. Because Jeremy does hook, but they got to look and see. Is the reason he hooked is because there was illegal contact first from Joe with that extended arm. Well, yeah, that arm's not even very extended from Joe. That's
no, he initiated the grab. Yeah, Grant did. His first move. Well, I'll take a look at it. It's under review. 92-89 count.
The ruling on the floor is an offensive foul on Jeremy Grant. Portland has called timeout to challenge the play.
Lose a timeout and the challenge. The Blazers would have possession if this young man were challenging or officiating. All right, 3 minutes gone by here in the fourth. 92-89 count. Mitchell, one-on-one on Advia, gets to the middle, leans, ball stripped by Denny, batted into the air, recovered by the Blazers. Advia, quick right to left hand, right down the boulevard to lay it up and in. What a move!
So quick. If you guess wrong, he's gone.
Splendid. Again, the Blazers knocking on the door. They've yet to take a lead. There have been no ties. Thunder have led by as many as 22. Sharp pokes it. Wallace comes up with it. 8 to shoot. Mitchell working on the body of Grant. Down he goes and a blocking foul. And Thiago Splitter incensed.
The whistle was a little delayed.
Yeah. Crowd getting a look at it on the big screen. And our fourth official says no. 92-91, Thunder lead of 1 with possession on this one. 8:26 remaining in the fourth, and Mark Daigneault sends SGA back out onto the stage with Wiggins departing to the bench. He's got Jalen Williams out there as well with Isaiah Joe, Mitchell, and Wallace. And the crowd letting the officials hear about it. Mitchell being watched by Kamara. Crossover into step back. That was a little hasty. And Kamara makes contact with Mitchell in the commission of the shot.
Yeah, Mitchell stuck those legs out on the shot quite a bit. That left leg, that's not his natural shooting motion. But also Toumani jumped a little bit too far.
Yeah.
So regardless of Mitchell there, he didn't wipe Toumani out from being able to play defense. So it's not looked at as an offensive foul on Mitchell.
A.J. Mitchell, second round pick out of UC Santa Barbara, averaged 6 a game last year, 16 a game this year, and 26 minutes of work over 9 games now. 94-91, Thunder lead of 3, 8:10 remaining, fourth quarter. Advia off the Klingon screen, Wallace on his hip, into the lane to the glass, extends and draws the foul.
Boy, Denny put Jalen Williams in a really compromising position because Denny held that dribble, and each second he held that dribble was another second for DC to roll and get closer to the rim. So now Jalen Williams really doesn't want to, he's itching to get back to Donovan, but sees that Cason Wallace is not back in front of Denny, so he can't retreat that position.
Deni Avdija, 14 of 15 from the stripe, 18 points, 9 boards, 6 assists. 2 of 13 shooting from the field, 0 of 4 from 3. He had missed his first 11 field goal attempts before finally hitting with 37 seconds left in the third. And again, the Blazers are within 1. 8 minutes remaining in the ballgame.
This zone, Kev, it's a little bit different. It's more of a 3-2 type of look rather than a 2-3 or even a 1-3-1. And so it's not the traditional zone. And the Thunder, it's taking them a while to find the gaps in it consistently.
Mitchell, the runner, caught iron, rolled in.
Yeah, he's one of their players who has found his way down that middle a couple times now.
He's got 16, 6 of 10 shooting from the field. Advia goes to work, switches left to right hand and packs it, coming off the screen from Donovan Klingon. All downhill for Turbo. 96-95, Thunder lead to 1. 7:20 to go, fourth quarter. SGA winds up and cranks a 3. Advia the rebound. Holiday on the approach into front court, gets a screen from Klingon, finds Denny again. He drives into the lane. Between pass and shot, it comes off too strong, and SGA now playmaking into front court. Backing down on Tomani into a fade. Nope, Clingan soars in for the board. Again, the Blazers with a chance to take the lead. The crowd expectantly holding their breath as Holiday shoots and scores! They're on their feet now here in Portland. The Blazers take their first lead of the night, 97-96. 6:36 remaining in the game. I asked you during the timeout who's got to take over for the Blazers, and you said it's got to be Jrue Holiday, and you hit it. Now he comes up with a stop on Mitchell.
Well, the ball's going to be in his hands, and he's seen all the biggest moments, so he's someone who they can rely on.
Take a look at Alaska Airlines dunk of the game.
Deni Avdija, he's trying to get to that right hand as Joe steps up to take away the left. It's all downhill from there.
Atmos Rewards is the combined loyalty program by Alaska and Hawaiian Airlines. Visit atmosrewards.com to start your journey in the #1 airline rewards program. Blazer basketball after the backcourt violation by Mitchell, forced by Holiday. Blazers a lead of 1. Grant operating on Aaron Wiggins. Holiday with 3 in the air. Throws a flare out on the wing. Looks back at his mates on the bench. Holiday's 5 of 9 from 3. The Blazers on a 30-12 run over the last 9 and change. 6 minutes left in this one. Foul on Grant. With that basket, the McDonald's 100 play is on. Score a free sausage McMuffin with egg with any $2 purchase tomorrow morning at your local McDonald's. Only redeemable on the McDonald's app.
Tomani in for Chris.
Kamara up top on the point of attack. Switches over on Wiggins. Avdija watching Wiggins off the ball. Wiggins will get it. Avdija on the closeout. Wiggins the shot up and in. Wiggins 7 of 10 from 3 tonight, 25 points. Blazers a lead of 1. Holiday leads Clingan out of the double team near the post. He throws to Grant. The 3 is off. The rebound to Williams. Centering pass to Wallace. 2-on-1 downhill. It's Wiggins again. Thunder take the lead, 101-100. 5:20 left now in the 4th. Holiday trying to elude Wallace. Avdija gets new dribbles from Clingan. SGA clings to him. Swinging outside. Kamara raising for the lead. Got it. Tomani Kamara with a 3. Blazers 103. The Thunder 101. 5 minutes remaining. SGA the other way. He's got an answer. It's a 3 to give the Thunder the lead. 4:49 remaining in the 4th. Holiday comes to screen, coming to get Wallace on the screen is Kamara. That allows Avdija to get into the air with a shot. He is fouled. He'll shoot 2 again.
Well, the Blazers putting the ball in the hands of Deni to make plays. We saw the dunk of the game. There he reads the help, gets an assist. Tomani with a nice shot. And then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander coming up huge.
SGA picks up his 5th foul. He has played 33 minutes tonight after coming off a 126-107 win against the Clippers last night, which he scored 30 and had 12 assists. Blazers inbounds. Trailing by 1 with possession. Grant brings Hartenstein outside, then goes right at him. Gets in deep, powers up and scores. Blazers take the lead back.
That's the matchup in that zone. If the Blazers can get the ball in the middle against that OKC zone, Hartenstein has to match up with whoever that is, whether it's a big or guard.
5 lead changes here in the quarter. A seesaw affair. Stepping back. SGA no. Ball batted to the sideline. A bang-bang call. Last touch by Williams out of bounds. Blazer ball. Holiday will bring it up. Avdija will take over. Deni sitting on 21 tonight. Cross court.
They go to JG. He's got a one-on-one.
He's got the mid-range. He passed it up to go into a whirl. Hartenstein grabbed him in the act of shooting. Grant to shoot 2. The Blazers up 1. 3:59 remaining in the game.
Right now, they can just make the game simple if that's how Oklahoma City's going to elect to play defense, because it's an automatic one-on-one with Hartenstein in the middle. So Coach Splitter can put whoever he wants there. It can be Drew, whoever.
Grant 18 coming off the bench tonight in a super sub role. Take a look at the Pacific Office Automation stats as a timeout is called on the deck. Pick up on that when we come back with the Blazers leading by 2 and 3:59 to play in this game. (106-104), 3:59 left, fourth quarter. It's time for the Blazers defensive play of the night, presented by Axiom Eco Pest Control.
Yeah, defense has been a big part of getting the Blazers in this situation now, and they're going to rely on that these last few minutes, especially if Tumani has anything to say about it. Whether he's guarding on the ball or sliding in to take a charge off the ball, he will protect this house.
Axiom Eco Pest Control stomps out pests and protects your house. Jeremy Grant hits to the line. 5 lead changes all here in this fourth quarter play. Largest lead for the Blazers, 4. The Thunder led by 22 back in the first quarter. They took a 41-21 lead after 1. Grant at the line buries the free throw. Blazers up 3. 3:59 remaining in this one. SGA sails up the floor with Toumani Camara on him. Turning is Joe for 3. Back iron. Clingan braces for the rebound. Blazers have it. Here comes Avia. Denny takes a beat. Now goes to work on Joe. Camara trying to spring him on the screen. SGA will pick him up. He'll dart in, lay it up and in as he avoids Hartenstein in midair.
Yeah, he's so smart. He knows Gilgeous-Alexander has the 5 fouls. So what does he do? He immediately rips through after the small dribble. Oh, that's a push off.
SGA going with that patented right shoulder into a fade, but he missed the shot.
And Drew slid out of bounds.
Wow, he just lost his footing down there, trying to speed down the floor. Couldn't believe my eyes there. It just suddenly, his foot was gone. Oh boy. Blazers get a stop. Thunder ball now.
I don't know how that wasn't the push off on Gilgeous-Alexander against Tumani. And that's what Coach Splitter is not happy about. This right there, boom.
Yep.
Tumani's going away from him. Like Gilgeous-Alexander has to seek him out.
Yep.
It's not like he's crowded.
No, he's got the forearm out, not relaxed at his side, but out there. Mitchell will bring it in bounds. New 24 for the Thunder. Camara nearly had a piece of the inbounds. Hartenstein will pry it away. SGA darts in, kicks. Wallace a 3, no, it comes right back to him in a reset of the shot clock. Throw it away, may have been tipped. Holiday. 3 minutes remaining in this one. Blazers with a lead of 5. Holiday on the screen from Camara, bears down on SGA, playing with 5 fouls. Unloaded 3 and he hit it! Drew Holiday, it's a holiday for everybody. None of you folks have to work tomorrow. Nobody going to school. Blazers by 8, 2:39 left in the ball game. SGA works to get it. Holiday right with him. Again, he'll bump him with that left forearm into the fade, knocks it down.
That looked like more of a legal move from him than the time before against Tumani.
SGA with 31 tonight. 35 minutes. Oh. Denny a 3. Uncork it, why not? Had missed his previous 4. A 3 for Denny. He's got 26, 115 to 106. Now get a couple of stops. Joe sidesteps the oncoming Avia, and the Thunder still have a heartbeat as Joe knocks down the triple. 115 to 109, a minute 57 to go in the game. Grant needs help, pivots. Holiday comes to it. 14 seconds to shoot. A minute 49 to play.
They want to keep attacking Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the 5 fouls.
Avia gets the switch. AGA picks him up. In he comes. Kick it to Clingan. Fakes the 3. Rotated outside. They're going to use up too much clock. And a foul call. before expiration of the shot clock, I believe.
No shot
Nope,
clock.
they're going to call the
Yep.
violation first.
Yeah, that was DC's shot to go ahead and shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander basically conceded the drive to Denny down the middle, and it forced DC's man to come all the way into the paint. That's when he's got to let fly.
1:15 to 1:09, a minute 30 to go, fourth quarter. Mitchell going to that strong hand. Scores. A.J. Mitchell. Having a season.
Yeah, yep. You're exactly right. It's not just this game. This is how he's been playing.
Averaging 16 a game with 4 boards, 3 assists, nearly 2 steals.
He turns down the side where a screen was waiting on him because he knows no defense is set up on that other side. The help would have to come from the paint down low rather than a guard at one of those elbows.
Belgian-born Mitchell stepping to the line. Preparation meeting opportunity for Mitchell. Chance at a three-point play for the young man. Pacific offers automation stats tonight. Take a look. Blazers 14, make that 19 of 43, 44% from three-point range. Have outscored the Thunder from the line. It's Denny Advia, 26, SGA, playing with 5 fouls.
JT's got to be ready.
Goes at him, turns the corner, over to Sharp, leans in, lefty, and scores! Contorting to the window. The Blazers lead by 5 on a Shaedon Sharpe beauty set up by Denny
What a
Advia.
find.
8 assists for Advia to go with 10 points. 10 boards and 26 points. Mitchell slants in, leans, he's off balance. Oh, they're going to call a foul on this attempt by Mitchell. And it's going to be on Advia.
And there's nothing the Blazers can do about it because they don't have a challenge. He played off of the body bump and committed to it fully. And they got him the whistle.
Advia no foul trouble. This is third. 55 seconds left in the ball game, and Mitchell again to the line. Number 3 in points per ball game among the class of 24. The second round pick out of UC Santa Barbara, played a year pro in Belgium, his native country. 3-point Blazer lead, 50 seconds remaining.
Cason Wallace will be opportunistic and getting a steal here. Got to protect the ball.
SGA has Grant in the corner. He's playing with 5 fouls or better.
Dive.
Advia inside. There's Toumani on the backside for the two-hand jam. They took their time, Lamar.
Yeah, the half cut from Toumani wasn't good enough. They needed a full dive. Because based on where he was, we'll let this play roll. And when this ball gets to the middle, to Denny, let's give it a freeze. So right here, Hartenstein can guard both Toumani and Shaedon. So they need Toumani to go all the way here. Now we let it roll, because now Hartenstein can't cover that kind of distance. He can cover it if Toumani stays hidden behind him. But one guy's got to be a rim threat. And Toumani chose correctly. Denny was patient, waiting for the cut. And it turned into 2 points on an easy dunk.
9 assists for Advia tonight. 26 points and 10 boards. Boy, this fourth quarter has been extraordinary for the Blazers. Shooting the ball, Lamar, 13 of 16 from the field.
Well,
and just getting to the rim.
Yeah, Kev, go back to the first quarter. They were getting good action. They were getting good process in their offensive game plan. They just weren't making the shots. They were turning the ball over in that first quarter.
Yep.
They just changed those 2 things. That's it. It wasn't wholesale changes. They didn't have to revise an attack plan. They stuck with it. They trusted in it. And it has paid off in a big way.
And they put some wear on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yes,
He's played
they have.
37 minutes tonight
Yes.
after playing last night in L.A. Thunder to bring it in bounds. 36 and 3/10 seconds remaining.
They need this to be 2 for 1. OKC wants to get this first shot up in the first 3 or 4 seconds.
Mitchell to bring it in play. Hartenstein will facilitate up top. Hands off to the cutter. It's SGA to the lean to lay it in. 3-point Blazer lead, 119-116. 29 seconds remaining. 9-second differential between the clocks. Put it in the hands of Avdija, drawing SGA out there on him. Then he looks back at the clock, 9 to shoot, beats the first line of defense into the second. Looped it outside, may have been tipped from behind.
Foul up
by
3.
Mitchell.
They should foul up 3 like they did in Utah.
And Tamani does. He reaches in on SGA with 7 and 9. Make that 7 and 1/10 second remaining. And leading by 3, SGA will get 2 shots. All right, Lamar, let's cycle through all the possibilities here.
He's got to make the first one. I mean, he wants to make both of them because they still have a timeout. So this is the rebound and lineup for the Blazers. And if Gilgeous-Alexander makes this, if the Blazers can't get it to Drew Holiday, who they feel really comfortable with, or JG, they can call a timeout, advance the ball, get subs back in.
SGA hits the first, second airborne up and in.
So they're not even going to waste any time. They're just going to call the timeout right away.
So it leaves the Blazers 1 timeout, the Thunder 1. And a lead of 1. And now the possibilities for the Blazers.
Well, it's super quick and super simple, Kev. It's the same thing we saw in Utah. They control the outcome of this game right here. Get the ball into a free throw shooter who they want shooting free throws, make both free throws, foul with the 3-point lead once again, send Oklahoma City to the line. This time, the Oklahoma City will have to do what Utah had to do at the end of that game. Make the first, try to miss the second, and get the rebound. The Jazz weren't successful when they tried that in Utah, and the Blazers are hoping the same here tonight against OKC.
Okay, you've got a hands unit on there, your best free throw shooters.
Yep.
Blazers, remember, have lost 16 straight to this Thunder team. Goes back 4 years. Next home game for the Blazers isn't until November 18 when Devin Booker and the Suns are in town. Get tickets now. Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Blazers and the NBA. Blazers trying to finish this one here tonight. Up 1 with possession. A timeout remaining. 7 and 1/10 seconds remaining.
Drew Holiday doing his normal preparation with his hands over at the scorer's table, walking on the floor because he knows he is the person who the Blazers want shooting these free throws.
Avdija and Sharp in backcourt.
Now Hartenstein is doing something different than what the Jazz did. He's taking away Drew. Okay, good.
Inbounds to Holiday. Immediately Wallace grabs him. And Drew Holiday, an 80%er, will step to the line.
Yeah, that cut from Jeremy Grant was so critical. If Jeremy doesn't run that cut, Hartenstein feels no need to shade away from Drew. So then that would have taken away what the Blazers wanted. We saw them do it at Utah. We saw them do it here. They just want to post Drew on that inbounds and let him get the ball. Without Jeremy Grant's cut, that doesn't happen that play.
Holiday pumped it up and in. Blazers lead 120-118. 6 and 5/10 seconds remaining. Williams will come in for Jing.
This is just it really quick. Watch Hartenstein. He's going to go with Jeremy Grant. Now Drew has the one-on-one.
Holiday giving the Blazers a 3-point lead. 6 and 5/10 seconds remaining. Thunder call their final timeout. And the Blazers playing the foul game again.
They should, but they can't get spooked out. What I mean by that, smart coaches in this situation know that the Blazers want to foul, so they might run a play where they throw the ball inside the 3-point line, because sometimes psychologically that can relax the defense to think this 2-point shot's not the danger.
Yeah, right.
It's the 3. but they're not throwing it in the 2 necessarily to score all the time. It's just to get you to pause for a second and then kick it out for a 3-point shooter. So the Blazers have to anticipate that as a possibility.
So is he telling them then to just foul in any circumstance here on the inbounds?
That's the easiest way to go about it. If you have a veteran team that's been through a lot of the battles, that knows that can kind of clock things in real time as it's happening, as a coach, you may be more willing to roll the dice on that and tell them to use their basketball IQ to figure that out. But it is safer to just foul at all costs.
Avi is telling Mark Lindsay exactly that. It is our intention to foul.
It's just the 2-point shot, though, is a little more dangerous. Somebody gets into the gather or they get into the continuation somehow.
Yeah.
That's a little easier from 2 than from 3.
Right. So Mitchell will bring it in bounds. He's got Wallace with him. Hartenstein on the mid block. Joe and SGA off to the far side. 6 and 5/10 seconds remaining in the ball game. Thunder out of timeouts. Blazers have 1. Here's Mitchell. Maneuvering to it. Getting off a clean-looking 3. Off the back iron. Wallace with a rebound. Outside it comes. Joe reloads. He's got a shot in the air, and it's over. Wow.
No, Kev, they called a foul. And now they have to see.
Was he inside? They're saying 3. He's getting 3.
And they have to see if the contact occurred before the expiration of the clock. That's the chance to foul down there at the, where Wallace had the ball down low and then he didn't get it.
Lindsay indicates a 2. Looking at Joe's right foot.
Floor is a defensive foul. Replay will be utilized to see if the foul occurred prior to the expiration of time.
Yeah, it's a 2.
The foot is on the line, and now they're just determining, did he get it off in time?
Well, even if he didn't, this is their plan regardless. Foul before a 3-pointer can be attempted. That's a 2. So it got here in a weird way, but this is the original game plan.
Let's take a look at the whole play going back to 6.5. It looked like the Thunder were bottled up, and then suddenly, here he comes.
Well, that's too clean of a look.
Yeah.
Right there. But here's where the foul should happen. Did you see Denny? He was going to foul, then he stopped. Let's see if we can run this back one more time. Watch Denny's hands. He's going to foul, but it's exactly what I was talking about, Kev. When guys are in that 2-point zone, you kind of think for a second, oh, it's fine. But you still want to commit that, rather than give the chance for the toss out for the 3.
After review, the illegal contact from defender Kamara occurs to the shooter's right foot with 0.5 on the game clock. Play will resume with Isaiah Joe shooting 2 free throws with 0.5 on the game clock.
Oh, wow. So this game could be decided literally by 2-3 inches. That's how much Joe had of that foot on the line when he fired off the triple.
Well, it feels bad because the Blazers seemingly had the win wrapped up. But what Jrue Holiday's probably telling them right now is, guys, this was the original plan anyway. We're up 3, we foul. All we need to do is secure the rebound after the second miss, or the second shot that should be a miss.
Shooting 2.
So it's all hands on deck. Just try to get this ball.
Williams and Hartenstein line up on the inside position. Clinging to Williams. Here's the shot. It's up off the brace, and it was tipped by Williams. It went skidding wide, and that is a 16-game losing streak that the Blazers had to Oklahoma City. They outlast the Thunder 121 to 119. That was a close one. Thunder leading by as many as 22 in this one back in the first quarter, when it looked like they were going to come into town and just blow the doors off of Portland, leading 41-21 after the first quarter. Blazers walk them down and finally take a lead in the fourth quarter, their first of the night. Let's go down to the floor. Brooke Olzendam standing by with Drew Holiday.
Drew, at one point you guys were down 22. You didn't get your first lead till halfway through the fourth quarter. How did you pull this one off over the reigning NBA champions?
I think we just stuck with it. We started off slow, and we knew that we would pick up the pace. Just stay consistent in what we do, and came out with the win.
As a veteran leader, you've been in these situations many times. When did you feel you needed to take this one over tonight?
Honestly, I just think I took my opportunities. There was times where Denny was getting to the paint, making plays. Jeremy was getting in there, and when I saw opportunity, I just tried to make it happen.
You talked about slow starts. Denny Otvia had one of those tonight, but how clutch was he in the fourth quarter?
He was huge. He was the one we were going to make a play for himself or somebody else. So Denny leading us down the stretch.
Did the fans play a pretty big role as well?
They always do. The way the fan support, again, the city's behind us, and we love it.
All right, here you go. There's your pen. That guy right there. Woo! That was close for comfort, but they get the win. Nice job, Drew. Well done. Tonight's Baseline Report is brought to you by Brightside Windows, proud to be the exclusive window and door partner of your Portland Trail Blazers. Woo!
Yeah, that was a fun one. Holiday tonight, 22.6 of 10 shooting from three-point range. Some really interesting numbers this evening as the Blazers defeat the Thunder with a 40-33 fourth quarter advantage over Oklahoma City to win it 121-119. Back with the recap in a moment.
Max One Music.